Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 26th of June, 2025. Forgive me if I look a little weird, if I look a little confused. I'm literally delirious because it is 87 degrees in my office right now with all of these electronics now in here, two PCs, giant TV, multiple monitors, multiple keyboards, mice, cameras, two key lights, are these RGBs. This room is so hot. Why? My air conditioner broke today. As I was playing Death Stranding 2, right at the end of my first video, when I was about to head to fight the first boss, it made the most crazy loud, like metal versus metal, grinding gears, clanging, eating sound I've ever heard in my life. It was incredibly disturbing. I got scared. I was like, what the hell? I thought something had hit the window and broken my office window because it was that loud. And I turned it off and on again, did it again. I said, oh, I can't do this no more. So my air conditioner is 11 years old. It's an old one. I've used it literally daily from spring and summer here in the office. It gave me a lot of good years. I'm not disappointed that it broke. I'm also happy that because you guys have supported me so much in the last year, I can easily just afford another one to replace it. So thank you for that. Seriously, guys. So yeah, I am very, very hot right now. I had a crazy good day between Death Stranding 2 progress, a fun podcast reacting to Capcom stuff, and an insanely high level, great night of Capcom versus SNK 2. Great day. Let's talk all about it, okay? On the podcast, we chilled, we talked, we determined it's going to be Grand Theft Auto 4 with mods starting next week on Tuesday. That's going to be our new game for the rotation for early July. We also chilled and watched some of the Capcom stuff from the Capcom presentation yesterday, including a video that was a teaser for Sagat as the next DLC character and a big reveal about Resident Evil 9 Requiem. So if you're interested in any of that content, check out the Level 1 podcast from this morning. It was a really good one. So then we jumped into an awesome stream of Death Stranding 2. Now, first, I was going to do a first impressions video, but it is so hot in this office. Sadly, it looks like it just has to go by the wayside. Sucks because a lot of my first impressions videos do really well, but it's too hot. I got to get out of here as soon as possible tonight. So sadly, I'm not going to do that. But in a nutshell, today we fought our first BTs. Those are the enemies that have crossed over from the afterlife and are trying to kill you. And we faced the first boss. The BTs were fine. I used stealth and some grenades to kill them. The first boss I was annoyed at because basically the game tells you, hey, you can now have a weapon that can shoot BTs. It's a gun, and you still have your grenades. Great. Oh, by the way, here's a boss fight, and then they just throw you right into it. Wait, what? But you told me I have all these items, but you're not going to give me the opportunity to, like, craft them, use them. No. Literally, it says just go outside. You go outside, you have to fight the boss right away. You have no opportunity to prepare for the boss fight. It threw you right into the fray. So the problem with that is that the boss is actually quite easy to beat, but it's trial and error. The controls are sluggish. Why? Because they throw you out there with a whole bunch of gear on because you weren't ready for the boss fight. So you're heavy and shit. You're trying to run around and do this boss fight. Every time the boss hits you, you drop all of your gear. Yeah, it's really annoying. So basically, it was a trial and error fight. I did figure it out, but by the end, I criticized it a little bit. I was like, listen, I don't hate the boss, but they should have given you opportunity to be ready for it, to have the weapons you want for it and stuff. Basically, here's the thing. Kojima knew this boss was like that. That's why there's these other versions of you. It's supposed to be like other people who've played the game who are in the boss arena, and they throw you weapons and grenades to use against the boss. But the thing is, you don't know that at first. So you think, oh, I have limited weapons. What do I do? How do I fight this thing? The dodge also leaves a lot to be desired. The dodge is not great. It does dodge somewhat, but it's not amazing. Like, it can get hit out of, and then you still lose all your items. You got to, pick them up. Watch the fight if you don't understand what I mean. You'll see what I mean. It's the second video that I put out today, but I think moving forward, it'll be better because now I kind of understand how the boss fights will work. But the first time, you're like, what the hell? So it was a little frustrating, but we got through it, and we ended up wrapping up the whole segment of basically connecting Mexico to the chiral network. And that was where we kind of left off. We actually got our first vehicle and started riding on it a little bit, but then I ran out of time. So, FYI, it was a great stream. By the way, we hit the goal. So we hit 36 goals of support hit, and everyone seemed to have a great time, all right? By the way, once again, both, parts used licensed music. Both parts have been claimed on YouTube. If you are enjoying Death Stranding 2, I would really appreciate it if you could either tip me, because that would be outside of the realm of doing something through YouTube, who they claim all the revenue, or you could come by a stream and support in some way, okay? Thanks for watching the playthrough. Tonight was Friday Night Fights, Capcom versus SNK 2. I didn't know how it was going to go because it's so hot in here. In addition, my joystick, this Victrix joystick, had been acting up recently. And when I say the joystick, I mean the actual stick. It wasn't crouching properly and was giving me issues. Come to find out via people in the chat, they're like, yeah, this Victrix stick has a custom Sanwa joystick that no one likes. That after a few months, it wears out and everyone hates it. And people have actually, like, really don't like this joystick. And I'm like, well, I love it. I love the feel. I love that it's made of metal. The only thing I don't like is the stick. So tonight I replaced it. I actually had a stick that I had bought previously for my Kanba joystick a year ago. I had just installed it in that stick, but then we swapped to this one, so I'd never used it. So the joystick in here now is brand new, and I played tonight. Flawless. Amazing. I could do things on this stick I could not do previous. So actually my controls are now improved because I did that. So I did that tonight. And tonight, in Capcom versus SNK 2 for Friday Night Fights, I did something special. I had a challenge against my former teammates, who I've played previously in both. Well, you guys remember VDO. I played him in Marvel versus Capcom 2. And he mostly whooped my butt. There was one set where I did hold my own, but another set where he whooped my butt. And then against Tony B, who I had played Capcom versus SNK 2 against at first, before I had ever really played it in practice. It was one of the first sets I ever did. So now, after playing this for like a month and a half, how would I fare? Guys, if you want to see mid to high level, actual great gameplay of Capcom versus SNK 2, not the crap that these scrubs are putting out right now, because these people online suck, all right? Tony was literally just defending like crazy. I did the Sonic Hurricane Super with Guile. He said, defend, 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 defend. Perfectly. He just defended every hit. He got like half his health bar back. Holy shit. And then VDO, he uses P-Groove exclusively. He uses like 5 characters, and he actually random selects them, meaning he doesn't care who the R2 is. He doesn't care about the order. So it was great. And by the way, both of us played first to 5 wins, and both the sets were insanely close. It went down to the wire. It was not a routing or anything. That is the best gameplay of old school Street Fighter that I've put out. I'm serious. You want to watch these matches. If you have not seen them, this is good stuff. I hope that you will watch it. I actually did really good with Chun-Li. I've learned Chun-Li pretty decently now, and I'm doing really good with her. My Guile has improved, and my Blanca was always good, so now he's getting better. So actually, really great stuff. I hung with them for sure. Great back and forth, great close down to the wire matches, insane stuff. Okay? So, check it out. And guess what? People came out, engaged, loved the gameplay, and supported the stream, and we hit the goal. So we are now at 37 out of 40. Only 3 goals to go to do DSP Tries It, the Grillos Pickles collaboration with Sonic, which actually releases on Monday, June 30th. So as long as we hit the goals on Sunday and the first one Monday, we're doing it on release day. Wow, that's awesome. I hope that we can do that, okay? Now, I got to get out of here. Originally, I was going to do a video explaining my initial thoughts, like a first impressions of Death Stranding 2. I can't. It's too hot. I got to get out as soon as possible. So I'm not here tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be doing 2 things. Getting rid of that broken air conditioner and installing a new one when it arrives. And tomorrow, I will be setting up my backdrop for the month of July. So when you come back on Sunday, it'll look different. It'll be upgraded. There'll be no ghost. There'll be no microphone. I don't know if I'm going to keep the YouTube play button. I'll think about it. All right? But there'll be new stuff. It's actually stuff I bought. New stuff for the backdrop you've never seen before. It should be pretty darn neat. I hope that you'll join me on Sunday morning. It will be a level 1 podcast followed by more Death Stranding 2. And then on the late stream on Sunday, American Truck Simulator, where I now have 7 new states that we bought during the Steam Summer Sale last night. And we'll be driving around doing jobs in the new ones. So new locations, new fun, chill vibes. Good stuff coming. Great week ahead, guys. Next week, not only will we have the continuation of Death Stranding 2, hopefully the conclusion of Blueprints, GTA 4 with mods, chill streams every night, but Friday is Indivestance Day, my Independence Day marathon, where we'll be chilling, drinking, eating, cleaning out this closet, and I'll be putting on the vests and the hats for the very last time as we chill. It's going to be great. Thank you all. Have a good Saturday. Please stay cool. I will see you all on Sunday. Have a good night. Peace out.